In the silence before creation, when light had not yet touched the face of the deep, there were voices, bright and burning, moving through the void. They were not men, they were not gods, they were flame and thought, will and obedience. They were the first thunder to answer when God spoke, and among them stood the most powerful of all the heavenly host. You have heard their names whispered through Scripture: Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel. They appear and vanish like lightning. They carry messages that change kingdoms. They guard the edge between eternity and dust. The Bible calls them Malachim, messengers. But in truth, they are more than envoys. They are the architecture of heaven itself, pillars of divine order. Each one bears a rank, a radiance, and a purpose older than the world you walk upon. Yet, behind every mention lies a mystery. For though they dwell before the throne, even angels have known the weight of choice and the wound of rebellion. When God said, "Let there be light," the heavens trembled with song. Legions were born, not of flesh, but of fire. Their wings were woven from praise. Their eyes were filled with the reflection of the Almighty. At the heights of that choir stood Saraqael, prince among the seraphim. His glory was flame upon flame. His voice ignited the dawn. Around the throne he moved in endless circles, crying, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts." Through him, worship became a storm of fire that filled eternity with light. Beside him, Raguel, the angel of harmony, walked among the ranks, ensuring that justice flowed as steady as a river. His presence quieted discord. His countenance was like a calm sea after thunder. He reminded the host that strength without righteousness is ruin. And above the armies of heaven stood Michael, the defender, the sword of God. The scriptures call him the great prince who stands for the children of God. His strength was not in fury, but in faith. When creation quivered, he stood unshaken. Then came Gabriel, herald of mysteries. His appearance was the brightness of the morning star. Through him, divine words became history. Messages to Daniel in exile, to Mary in Nazareth, to Joseph in his sleep. Every syllable he carried bent time itself. Raphael, healer of God, moved quietly between heaven and earth. To Tobit he was a guide, to the wounded he was mercy wrapped in light. Where he passed, the shadows receded. Uriel, keeper of the blazing wisdom, guarded the gate of Eden with a sword of flame. His eyes held the memory of paradise lost and the promise of paradise restored. He is knowledge that burns, revelation too bright for mortal gaze. And then, among them all, there was Lucifer, the bearer of light. His radiance surpassed the dawn. His voice was the music that once led the morning stars in worship. But beauty, unguarded by humility, can turn to pride. No chronicle of angels is complete without the tremor that split heaven. For within the heart of Lucifer grew a question, a whisper that said, "Why should light serve light?" He beheld his own splendor and mistook it for sovereignty. From admiration rose envy, and from envy, rebellion. He drew to himself a third of the host, brilliant, restless spirits who desired thrones of their own. The heavens darkened. Lightning bled across eternity as Michael rose, his armor forged from faith itself. "Who is like God?" he cried, the meaning of his name becoming the war cry of heaven. The battle was not fought with weapons of iron, but with truth against deceit, obedience against defiance. Mountains of fire fell through endless skies. Stars wept and dimmed. Lucifer's light turned to shadow, and he was cast down, no longer the morning star, but the serpent, the adversary, the echo of glory turned to ash. The gates of heaven closed behind him and silence fell, heavy, solemn, infinite. Thus began the age of watchfulness. When the smoke of rebellion faded, the angels who remained bowed once more before the throne. Michael sheathed his sword but never laid it aside. Gabriel resumed his messages, Raphael his healing, Uriel his guardianship, Raguel his counsel, Saraqael his praise. Their ranks were sealed by obedience. They understood that power without submission leads only to ruin. And though Lucifer fell, the design of heaven endured, perfect, precise, unbroken. Even so, the earth became the new frontier. There, angels moved unseen among men, guiding prophets, guarding children, warring in silence against darkness. Sometimes their presence is a whisper in a storm, sometimes a light that will not die. What makes an angel powerful is not might, but nearness to the will of God. Michael's sword blazes only because righteousness fuels it. Gabriel's words carry weight because truth breathes through them. Raphael heals because mercy is his essence. Uriel guards because knowledge is his fire. Raguel judges because harmony is his throne. Saraqael burns because worship is his life. Power in heaven is measured by obedience, and obedience in its highest form is love. Yet the scriptures hint that these beings still watch the unfolding of human history. In visions of prophets, in dreams of saints, in battles unseen, they remain vigilant. Each carries the echo of that first light, the sound of creation's heartbeat. Even now, somewhere beyond the veil, wings stir in the dark. They are neither past nor gone. They are present as breath. They move where command calls them, swift as thought, bright as judgment. Their glory is unseen, their strength unspeakable, their purpose eternal. So when thunder rolls and the wind trembles through the night, remember, it may be nothing, or it may be the march of the host. If this story has opened your eyes to the power that guards the unseen, subscribe and journey deeper into the mysteries written before time began. Because the heavens are vast, and their secrets are far from over.